2201 DS Winnebago here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. This is a popular little Mini. If you want to see what we actually have in stock, because the one we have in stock could be very different from the one you're looking at here, I'll leave you a link in the video description that says check for price and availability. You're one little click away from seeing exactly what we're asking, how long it is, tank capacities, etc. This is how a Winnebago 2201 DS could be, not necessarily is at our dealership. I stress that because this has a very aggressive, you know, full-on cherry pie fire engine red skin package on this thing. And it is gorgeous to me, but maybe you disagree. Well, the good news is Winnebago comes in other colors. Like if you look over here, you see that little micro Mini, which is this one's little brother, in a nice platinum skin decor. There are 7 different exteriors and at least 3 different interiors at the time of this filming. So the one we have in stock, again, could be very different. That's why I leave you a link in the video description. So if you like everything except how it looks, click the link, visit HaylettRV.com, or God forbid, call our people. You know, we do have a full team of living, breathing human beings that are ready, willing, and able to assist you. We're all factory trained just like me, and our job is to find you the one that you're going to enjoy for the longest time so that you tell people about us and you refer people to us. We're a refer and return dealership, not a buy it and fly it place. So what is it about the 2201 DS that has proven so popular? This is basically the juiced up version, the big brother, of the 2106 FBS. It's got a front bed, big dinette slide out, big rear bathroom. This one picks up an outside kitchen. The difference between them really is this one has a dinette slide instead of a sofa slide. It has an outside kitchen, and it's a full-size trailer. It's a full profile. It's 8 foot wide instead of narrow body. So you're going to get that extra nice chunk of space here. But they are actually more similar than they are different. Those are primarily the differences between them. Now, they're big and they're significant, and that's why we carry both of them here at Haylett RV. But to give you an idea, we do try to have something for every vehicle and every budget. This has a ridiculous huge pass-through storage. Actually, ridiculous big storage is a word you're going to hear me say a couple times. It's huge in here, and if you notice, they actually have a built-in battery disconnect over there, which is a really nice thing, because these RVs in today's market have a lot of phantom load on the battery. You've got things like the air conditioner, the water heater, the DVD player, the TV, etc. They don't turn off. They go into standby. They go into low power mode, not no power mode. So 2 weeks later, you come back to your camper expecting it to be ready, willing, and you hit the power tongue jack button and the darn thing's dead. Doesn't do nothing. Well, that's because the phantom load ate up your battery. Some of those things can use as much as 60% of their full power in standby mode. That eats it up quick. Aluminum framed laminated walls, aluminum framed floor. We've got tongue and groove, 5/8 plywood floor decking, a full 3/8 walk-on roof deck. You'll see that they've, actually a lot of things last year that were optional became standard this year, such as the roof ladder we'll see in a minute. We've only added a couple things to this. Most of this is now how they come, though this is pretty much how we've been building them for years. They found out that, hey, Haylett has a good idea, you know, they sell a bunch of these, we should try to build more like them. That's a literal true thing. Anyway, aircraft style chassis. The whole chassis, the frame, is built like an aircraft, basically. It's huck bolted, not an I-beam. It is lighter, yet stronger. If you're an engineer type or you're a big-time research nerd like me, you want to type into Google HSLA steel, high strength, low alloy. It's a Z frame. It's thinner, lighter, stronger, not cheaper. This is not the cheapest chassis on the market, but it gets the job done. My experience has been, with very few exceptions, the RVs built on that chassis seem to just hold together better. Now, all windows are heavily UV tinted for privacy, and they keep the interior cooler. You'll notice all windows also open for airflow, including these big slider windows on the sides of the slide out. And look at the ridiculous size of the windows up across the front bedroom. If you want lots of light in a little trailer, this is it. Now, I'm talking about all this window stuff because that's a huge chunk of investment they put in here. Lights and windows are the 2 most expensive things in RV construction. That is a fact, Jack. Start calling manufacturers and asking them. If you total up all the cost of the wiring and the lights and the manpower, lights and windows are terribly, terribly expensive. And these are like almost like aircraft windows in that, I mean, this whole thing twists and shakes going down the road, but the window's not going to shatter. You know, these are a way higher grade paint than you tend to find in a lot of residential construction as a result. It's a ton of money. So when I see big windows, I like to point them out. Plus, who doesn't like those crossbreed these windows, fresh air from outside. Anyway. Centralized docking center. I like this. All of our hoses, cables, connectors go in one spot. And nice detail stuff like separate park and satellite hookups. That is not common. Even in fifth wheels, that's not common, guys. And here they have it in a 4,920-pound little ultralight. That is just exceptional. You know, black tank flush, outside shower. All of our hookups, our sewer, everything all in one spot. And it's in the corner where I think it belongs, because when you're camping, if you've never done this before, at most campgrounds, this corner back here is where your hookups tend to be located. Now, something else I need to talk about, because this is an area where they are 2 to 3 grades above anyone else, is a true T60 diesel pusher gel coat. Not gel coated, past tense, gel coat. It is. There's a difference, guys. It didn't go through a process. It is just a way higher grade. This is the skin that they put on diesel pushers, literally. And here they have it. No one else that I'm aware of anywhere close has anything remotely like this. They have gone way above and beyond here. Ladder gives you access to the roof for easy seasonal maintenance and upkeep. And notice how the ladder, or the awning, not the ladder, the awning is as big as it possibly could be. It starts all the way back here and goes all the way up front right next to that window. They gave you maximum patio space. It does have full length LED lighting under it, and especially at night against that high gloss. I mean, you can see the reflection of the trailer next to us clearly in this. It's got a mirror light polish. It's going to reflect that light back toward your campsite to keep it light and bright. I also do like it at the later end of last year, they upgraded to this it's such a cheese phrase, but pop-filled graphics. They jump right off the trailer. It looks great. Low profile outside kitchen. A lot of rear bathrooms have a high profile outside kitchen. It's a push and a pull. Though you have less kitchen outside, this has a huge, like everything above this on the inside is pure closet. So it gives you the biggest interior closet space of any little trailer I've ever seen. Now, right away you notice Winnebago uses a very, very different treatment on their wood. They have a very light, bright decor on the inside, and they translate that outside as well. So we got Dad's medicine cabinet. You got the scorpion tail sink right here where this thing can kind of point and direct any way you want. What I like, I'd leave it right here, and every time your buddy tries to get into your Dad's medicine cabinet, he's not allowed, you just flip that real quick and squirt him. That's what I would do with it, but hey, that's me. That's my life. If you're not going to cook outside, a lot of people are like, I don't care about the outside kitchen. I'm not going to cook outside. Use it like countertop space then. You'll never find a reason to not use this. You'll always find a reason to use it. You know, it's awesome that way. Aluminum wheels always look good. Everybody likes aluminum wheels. And we've got an outside TV backer right here, outside TV hookups, directly below the center of the outside awning. So if you want to go outside, it's a little drizzly or whatever, but you want to get outside and you can't really do much else, you can still go outside and have good entertainment. And triple steps instead of doubles. In this class, you tend to find a lot of double steps. This is not the cheapest ultralight out there. It's not the cheapest, 22-foot rear bath ultralight on the market. But there's a lot of things where they put a lot of money into this. Like, why do you care about the gel coat? It's pretty. Sure, that's the obvious answer. Why else should you care? If it's scratched, you can buff a scratch out of this. If the sun is beating on this trailer, it has a higher reflectivity quality, so the sun will less radiation and deterioration gets absorbed into this skin, so it's longer lasting, easier cleaning, easier maintenance. There's a lot of reasons to like it, and even the nicer, bigger handle to get in and out of here. Battery is blinking at me. I think I'm going to do a quick battery swap. Be right back with you. So like I was saying, lighter, brighter interior decor, lots of windows and lighter wood tones and actually even flooring make this thing feel much larger inside than it physically is. It's a, you know, human brain says that lighter and brighter is bigger and better. Well, Winnebago's capitalized on that here in an area in a way that just no one else really has for this well, really. You know, they've done light interiors in RVs in the past, but this is like one of the most successful applications of it. And I think it's because they didn't go hard white. They went like eggshell or bone or whatever phrase you want to call that or something like that. So up front here, we talked about those big cross breeze windows. I poorly sang that epic ballad about them outside, if you recall. I'm sure you've tried hard to forget it since. And remember, this is one decor of several. This is, what's this called? Cobblestone, I think? There's different interior decors. If you like everything in this except the color of the pillows, don't worry about it. We probably got other ones. Easy walk around bed, and you might notice, whether it's in the slide out, on the main deck, whatever, all carpetless. Easy, easy cleaning. More time camping, less time cleaning, less maintenance. Winnebago, guys. That's why we like them at Haylett RV. They look different, and they perform. My Lord, do these things not come back to the service department. We do not turn wrenches on these things. They are doing more than just living off a name. These are true Winnebagos that absolutely get the job done. Now, some people ask, why did they put a big stand there and a closet there? Well, the answer is because it doesn't matter how they build it, it's always wrong if you ask somebody. Nobody agrees on 100% of things. Some people think you should have closets on both sides. Some people think the closet shouldn't go all the way down. They should hang up high. Some people think you shouldn't have closets. They should be open so I don't hit my shoulder on them. Some people think I shouldn't have a cabinet overhead because I'll hit my head. Some people think it should just be a shelf. Doesn't matter how you build it. Not everyone's going to agree. That's why we carry so many different RVs here at Haylett RV, and that's why Winnebago kind of split the difference. You got a little bit of something here for everybody. If one person needs to feel more open, sleep them on that side. If one person doesn't care, sleep them over there. It just doesn't, you can do it either way. The bed, by the way, is on struts for easy lifting to get down there. I actually use decent linens in these too, which is something I appreciate. A lot of brands will save a lot of money there. So, slides. This is all real wood fascia, which is a nice thing too. It's not MDF foam. It's another little dollars and cents difference. There's nothing wrong with MDF, medium density foam. It's very lightweight. It's very easy to work with from manufacturer, but it gets dented, scarred. It sponges water easily. This doesn't tend to do that. Again, higher grade component for longer lasting. That's what we're looking at. Kind of like the all LED lights. Little trailer, but still central air, still central heat. You don't normally run into stuff like that, but this isn't normal. This is Winnebago. I mean, you know, something we've known at Haylett's for a long time, guys. Winnebago just is camping. That name's synonymous. They've done a good job of this here, too. Now, let's say Grandpa and Grandma are the ones looking at this, for instance. You know, occasionally the grandkid might come over. Don't get a bunkhouse for a grandkid that's not going to come very often. Get something like this. You can fold the dinette down. This becomes like a 7-foot long bed. The grandkids are not going to complain, especially the very rare times they're coming with you. Now, here's another thing to think about. If you've only got one grandkid coming from time to time, you don't even have to deal with taking down the table and everything. Pull the cushions off the back, and suddenly, like if I pull this off here, that's wide enough. That's wide enough for a grandkid for the night, and they're going to be fine. And they got to come with you. They got to have memories. They got to roast marshmallows and go fishing with Grandpa and Grandma. Everybody wins. Entertainment center up here. We've got our high-def Insignia TV. Right above that, our Jensen AM/FM CD DVD Bluetooth player. Occasionally, with rarity, does Winnebago do this, will suppliers for things like that change. Like, they used to use Jensen TVs. They didn't change to a $1 cheaper TV. They just had to change to a supplier that could keep up with their demand. There are sometimes you can be too busy. It can be a thing. That's something we experience here at Haylett RV. A lot of times the phones ring quicker than we can get to them. Hate that, but, you know, we do the best we can. We try to give everyone the time each person deserves as well. That's a challenging thing. Over here in the kitchen, that light-dark contrast is very obvious, and it makes us feel very big and open, the way they've got the 45-degree kick out here at the counter. What that does is it creates room for these big drawers. That's something a lot of small lightweights lack, is actual drawer space. By pulling the kitchen out, they created drawer space. They also created extra islands of countertop space, and a big fifth wheel stainless double sink. You see stuff like this in fifth wheels and motorhomes. But, you know, when you're someone like Winnebago has built motorhomes since, you know, the dawn of RVing, they kind of, they're tuned into stuff like that. So instead of a cheaper plastic sink, there's a little bit of extra money. One of the things that we tend to do is we'll put the folding stove cover on here to maximize your counter space. And that is a real backsplash. That's not wallpaper. I like to point that out. King Jack antenna. Maybe you've heard of it, maybe you haven't. Long story short, you don't have to crank this thing up and down. It gets longer range with superior reception. That means easier access to more channels. High def capable. Very, very impressive. Moving back here. As nice as the rest of this trailer is, the bathroom is that much nicer all over again. This has... the The bathroom's redonkulous. If I'm going to put it into a scientific, quantified term, it's redonkulous. Huge floor space, plenty of room to get dressed. 2 people can get around in here at the same time. Big 5th wheel radius corner shower, the larger corner shower, because there's like a 26, then there's like a 30-ish or something. Whatever it is, this is the bigger one. And again, bigger stainless sink. Now, that's not a small sink. It's a big counter space. Case in point, you can get 2 adult hands in here and actually wash your hands easy. Little his and hers double vanity. And again, for the grandkids, they actually put the vanity light switch down here instead of up high where the grandkids can't get to it. And I like that they frosted this window. They put this little frosting on there so that you get light without losing privacy. Although you do still have a privacy shade. But a lot of people came in last year when they were shopping an RV like this, and they could see straight out the camper. And they thought everyone was looking at them in the bathroom. You know, hey, my missus is getting out of here and she's not wearing a whole lot more than a birthday suit and a smile. Well, I don't want people checking that out. Well, here you go. Now you got privacy without losing light. Porcelain foot flush, so it's easier cleaning and whatnot. And this is what seals the deal for me. I've seen a lot of big rear bathrooms. I do this for a living. I get numb to this stuff, guys. And every time this model comes in, I open this rear closet and I just go, great googly moogly. Look at this thing. I mean, just this chunk of cabinet alone is terribly impressive in and of itself. And then you back up and realize how much more huge, open, big storage you have in here. And people say, why do they do this instead of just a hanging rod? The answer is so that your shirts and stuff stay in place. With a hanging rod, your shirts can slide and bunch up. When you hang them in here, they stay exactly where you want them to. It's just kind of a handy little detail thing. And by the way, all your cabinetry's pocket screwed. It's not stapled together. Again, the idea of lasting longer. That's why they have fully framed door jambs. You notice that? You ever notice how the Winnebagos have these nice, big, thick, heavy-duty door jambs? Well, that's so that this doorway stays in shape. It doesn't bounce around or anything like that and lose its square. Hopefully at this point you're understanding some of the unique qualities about the Winnebagos here at Haylett RV. We carry a lot of different RVs, guys. Holy cow, do we carry a lot of different big name brands. We literally only have the biggest name brands in RVing here. But these things have been an absolute breakout star. And it's for a lot of little reasons. There's no one major overarching thing. It's a bunch of little stuff. But that's the case really with any good RV. It's that they dialed it in a little bit better than the next guy. And these are dialed in. To the point that I'm hearing other major manufacturers asking me now, how are those color packages going over on those Winnebagos? Is that going good? Because they can hear the footsteps of these guys catching back up to them. They are on a warpath and just on a tirade right now. And we are one of the dealers that helped launch that. And I'm proud of that. So if you appreciate what we've done here with our video, educating you, I don't care where you live. I don't care where you live because these guys are built in my backyard. There is no West Coast production. There is no way to get it cheaper. We are one of the very closest dealers to these people. We are a true backyard dealership. I just don't pay $3,200 in shipping. And aftermarket shipping to your front door is less than factory shipping to a dealer in your backyard. So, the only thing you stand to lose by not calling Haylett RV is a lot of money. And I mean that literally. So, take care, stay safe, have fun, happy camping everyone. Remember, we only do everything at Haylett RV. Hitching, pieces, parts, trades, financing, you know, etc. Everything. RV delivery, doesn't matter. You give us a chance and we will get you camping and you're going to have a good time. Have a good one, folks.